Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and with me is my lovely partner,
Composite Enerjane.
Yeah, there she is. So yeah, today's review is going to be the Transformers Beast Wars Deluxe Class Cybershark. More specifically, this is the Walmart reissue that's a little more recent, not the original one from the 90s. So yeah, here he is in his vehicle mode. Did I just call this a vehicle?
Yes.
What is this, my dear? Because apparently I'm...
That would be a shark, my love.
Thank you. What kind of shark?
A hammerhead shark.
Thank you. I don't know why I said that. I'm a little loopy right now. So yes, this is not a vehicle. This is a shark. So this is Cybershark in his shark mode. Because this is the 90s where Beast Wars and their names match their alt modes. Because that's the world we live in. Unless your name is Megatron. Because then you're always Megatron. So yeah, so here's Cybershark. And looks really good. As my lovely partner in crime said, this is a hammerhead shark. Very nice detailing all over. Pretty cool. Overall, it's a very nice reissue. A reissue of the original figure. From what I've seen, this is the same figure from the 90s, just, released now. Although I feel that the material might be a little different. It just feels newer. So, what's your opinion on the shark?
I like the shark a lot.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah. I forgot to double check this, but when I ask you in a bit, could you look up something for me?
Yes.
Okay, and later, when I transform them, I'll ask. Just to verify if the original figure was like this. So, yeah. Cybershark. And, yeah. So, in terms of articulation, he has his front fins are on ball joints. And that's it. So he has articulated fins, and that's about it. So, time for a transformation. Well, hey, my love, what do you think? Should I show off his gimmick?
Yes. In
this mode? Okay. If you probably notice his little switch on here, it actually causes him to fire his hammerhead. So I push it down. And that's how you can tell this is the Walmart reissue. Because I found out that they've depowered a lot of the springs in these old Beast Wars figures. Because I have some old Beast Wars figures, and those things, yo, they'll take your eyes out of how much force are behind them. Right, my love?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think she's seen one of those old ones like in action, but I'm telling you, those things shoot out super far. So they depowered it with these figures. But yeah, oh, and nice detailing here is that you can actually see a little grooves here. He still has eyes, even in this sort of mechanical shark head that's here. It's kind of interesting. So he went from a hammerhead to like a Mako shark. No, I'm stretching. This is a hammerhead. So yeah, this is it itself is a missile, which is kind of neat. So all that aside, let's get on with transformation, which is pretty straightforward. First thing, you lift up his tail, and actually, let's just pull it out. Yeah, this ends up being an accessory later, so let's pull out his tail, put it off to the side, and he is pretty much a shell former. Just fold these back, then you open them up, fold this up, bring this down, then before you click it, just bring out the arms, and then this will tab into place. Fold out feet, realign, and here we have Cybershark in his robot mode. Short, sweet, and to the point. How do you feel about that? I transformed in like under 30 seconds.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. He's oh man, what did I used to say about this? It's short yet satisfying. That sound right?
That's what he said.
That's one way to put it. But yeah, that's it. I like transformations that are like this, where they're simple. Like, they're not too easy. They're not like 1 or 2 step changers, because those can get kind of boring. But it's one of those, it's just enough of a transformation where it gets the job done, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's like, it's just involved enough. So yeah, so here we have a Cybershark. Take a look at that very menacing visage on him. Let me give you a close-up of what this guy's face looks like.
He looks looks like a shark.
Yeah. So,
okay, so if you pull that little lever thing,
this one?
head come off?
The shark head?
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. I'll show you in a second. Actually, I'll just show you now because I kind of don't like having this head on. It actually looks better the other way. But you can lift this up. What do you think?
Looks like he's giving you a show.
Hold on. Then we fire. Pitifully, mind you. There we go. So here's his chest cannon. So let's fold it back down. Actually, what do you think of him now?
Now it looks like he's not wearing any underwear.
Why you gotta point that out? I personally don't like having the hammer head on there. I like taking it off and just have it be a separate accessory. So here we have Cybershark. Let's get to articulation before this goes any further. Head is on a ball joint. So very nice. They do what they do. Arms are also on ball joints. The panels here kind of get in the way, but there's enough range for some movement. There's a very nice bend at the elbow. There is no waist, sadly, but old figure, what can you do? He can do a nice splits. So, yeah, legs can go out that far, also on ball joints. And there is a swivel up here at the thigh, as well as a bend at the knee and a little up and down on the foot. So, minus, like, I think with the exception of the waist, he has pretty good articulation. And I think he still holds up. I may be saying this a little too soon, but he still holds up quite well for such an old figure. This guy is like, oh man, when did he come out? 1990. Would they have the timestamp on this thing? Hold on, y'all. I want to see if I can find the year on this thing. Nope, it just says 2021. So yeah. So yeah, it doesn't say the original date of the original figure. This is a actual re-release, a reissue, not a re-release. So yeah, so he has quite a bit of articulation, which is very nice. So on to the accessories. So honey, how many accessories do you see here?
Two.
Two. How would you feel if I told you he actually has more accessories hidden away?
Show me.
Hold on. Ta-da! He has two hidden away. I love this storage, by the way, because you couldn't even tell they were there. I didn't even know he had these things until I saw the instructions where they pointed out. But hold on, let me get him to stand. There we go. So yeah, he has these two missiles.
Cool.
No, and look closer. What does it look like?
A shark.
These are shark missiles.
A shark.
Yeah. Yes, a sharkpedo. Yeah, they have little shark designs. And these missiles are supposed to go on his chest cannon, which you fold up and shove it there. And then, honey, how does that look? Better? He's got a shark missile.
Yes.
Yeah. And it shoots a little harder because this weighs a lot less, but I'm imagining that the original 90s figure, this thing would just go all the way across the room. So, in terms of accessories, what I like to do is that these missiles, I think you can either use them as intended as missiles for his chest gun, for his chest cannon, or you can use them as clubs. A lot of figures back in the day liked to do that, using the same missiles as clubs. So there's that. I'm just gonna take them out and store them away. So like so, just a little bit out, so I remember that it's there. There we go. So now for the other accessories, you have this main claw part. Honey, well, if I told you this thing had a feature, what do you think it did?
I don't know.
All right, you ready for it?
Yeah.
This right here, this little piece here is a switch.
Cool.
Boom. It's a claw, actually. More like clampy, but yeah, sure. Crunchy. Oh, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but in the back of the box when they're displaying the figure, they have this weapon displayed like this. Yet on the original figure and actually on the original artwork, it has it like this on the top. Which do you prefer? Top or bottom?
Not like that.
You prefer it on the bottom? It looks weird both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I think what would have made this infinitely better if somehow there was a way for this to go like inside, right?
Yeah.
Like something like this. But that is not the case, and there's no way for me to like finagle it as such. So how I like to display it is at least... it's kind of like this. So he has his claw weapon, so just fold it up. This is a melee weapon at the end of the day, so I like holding it like this. And then you have the shark head. And so the shark head, what I like to do is have him hold it like so, and it looks like a club. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. I prefer it this way over having him be on the chest because on top of it looking a bit weird, it does limit his articulation. So here we have Cybershark with his accessories on, and he's honestly, I really like him. I never had this guy as a kid, and he didn't show up on the show, so I was really surprised that they reissued him. I'm glad it was a surprise, but it was a pleasant surprise. How does that quote go? A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. That's what this guy is. Here's some size comparisons. Cliff Jumper and Ratchet. Pretty good size. He is a shell former, but I have no beef with that because I feel that the panels don't really get too much in the way. And yeah. So overall, very nice figure. I've always kind of wanted to have this guy, but I never really was able to really find him in good shape. So I am glad that Walmart had a reissue of him. Very nice, very solid figure. So here's the question that I want you to look up, just to confirm if this was true or not. Oh, and one small thing. This guy was an original Beast Wars figure, but he was part of a later wave. Do you know what I mean when I say that, my love?
Yes.
Yeah, he wasn't in like the initial like release, like the very first figures and whatnot. Reason for that, and I'm pretty sure... And the reasons for that is that he doesn't come with a mutant mask. The original Beast Wars figures, the first sets, had an alternate mask, an alternate face that they would sort of go into. I don't know what they were trying to do with that, but you had basically a more animal face and then their robot face. They did that for some reason. Cybershark here was a much later release. I would say he came out, if I were to make a guess, I forgot to look this up. He probably came out a wave or two before Transmetals. So they basically got rid of the mutant masks, the mutant faces, but they were still doing regular animals instead of the metallic hybrids. Yeah, you don't know any of what I just said, do you?
Nope.
Exactly. When I start reviewing Transmetals again, then I'll bring that up. So yeah, Cybershark. So here's the question I wanted to say: good guy or bad guy?
Bad guy.
No.
Total baddie.
No. I want to double check this, but on the box of this figure, he's referred to as a Maximal, which is a good guy, and that is just so surprising. Because I could have sworn this guy was a Predacon back in the day. So could you quickly look him up? It's Beast Wars Cybershark. I could have sworn that he was a Predacon back in the day. So that might just be a typo. Did you find it? Let me see.
Cybershark is a Maximal for the Beast Air Force.
Son of a snapper. So he was a Maximal. Oh, does it say what wave he came in? The toy? Oh, if you want, you can hand that over. If you're on the wiki, I know how to like maneuver it. Thank you.
Wiki. Show them the wiki.
No. I don't need to be showing that. Hold on, toys. Yeah, 97, 98. He was a much later release. Oh, dang. It was the 6th wave. Yeah, I knew it. It was very close. Oh, another fun fact is that the name Cybershark was reused in 1999 for the Transmetal 2 figure of the same name. But that mold was repainted for the RID Skybite, who y'all is a little more well known. Who I personally really like. That was like the first shark transformer I encountered when I started collecting Skybite. So yeah, here is Cybershark the Maximal. How the heck is this a good guy? My love, what's your 2 cents on that?
I don't know, man. He looks like a bad bee.
No. Would you like to hear something crazy? They actually made a Maximal out of a giant mosquito.
Ew.
Yeah.
Keep it out of Florida.
Yeah. I actually have that figure, but the original one called Transketo, which, by the way, I have a review of if you want to check it out.
Peter.
Stupid, shameless plug. But yeah, I do have a review.
Link to the video.
That's too complicated. That's not what I'm about. But yeah, I did make a review of Transketo, and then I found out that he was repainted into something called, oh man, what was that thing called? Big Daddy? I think it was called Big Daddy. I'm not 100%, but it was that. This video's already getting a little too long, so I'll figure that out later. But Transketo, I think, was repainted as like a BotCon exclusive called Big Daddy or something like that. And they made him really colorful, and apparently was a good guy. So I'm like, how is a giant mosquito a good guy? But that aside, Cybershark, solid figure, still holds up. Get your hand on the reissue original. I think he's worth getting. He's very solid. So yeah, this has been our review of the Transformers Beast Wars Deluxe Class Cybershark. This is both Composite Enerjoe and
Composite Enerjane.
signing out.
Peace.
Peace.